everyone. So, I think I need to turn this camera around. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this better. Maybe? No? Sorry. Hi everyone. How is everyone? I'm trying to get the view here. Can you see me well? Hi. Hello. You see that behind me? So I'm going to turn the camera around. Yeah, I think I can turn the camera around. Hold on. There we go. Okay, there you go. Isn't that gorgeous? How is everyone? Look at that view. Hi, look at that view. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you hear me? Yes, so this is Sedona. This is my view. Thank you. I love you, love you, love you. Yeah, so this is my view from my hotel room. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm right by a vortex, which is really nice for doing readings right now. So all those of you that I need to do those, the email readings is what I'm trying to get done, and then the videos. So, hi. Yeah, it's so nice out here. It's a little bit chilly. Yeah. Yeah, Sedona is awesome. I am allergic to the sun, so I can't go out in the day, but I have a nice patio. And so, yeah, so I did email. There was a one of the specials that I did an email reading for. That was one of the specials. So all those, I need to finish a couple of them up. Isn't that a gorgeous view? Yeah, and so this hotel is made, into the rock. It's made into the hillside. So I'm not going to do readings now. I just wanted to show you guys where I was. I told you I'd do some vlogging. I have some work to do. I have to see clients, and I have to get these videos out. So yeah, the email readings are gone. That was only a special that I did during Black Friday. Yeah, yeah. Yes, so I think the church is right there. That's the chapel. So yeah, isn't that awesome? Yeah, so that's the church. It's just walking distance. This is a really good area I picked. That's okay, Rihanna, not a problem. It'll get done when it gets done. Yeah, yeah. And then still working on it. Yes, still working on it. But I wanted to show you guys where I was. I'll let you guys see the hotel room, I guess. I know, isn't it gorgeous? So here's my hotel room. It's a hotel room. I mean, it is. It's a hotel room. But I got at least I got a whirlpool tub, right? You're welcome. You're welcome. At least I got a whirlpool tub, so I got to be in the whirlpool tub. Yes. Far too cold here. Yeah, and see, in here I'm working. Here's my work. That is a hotel room, right? Yeah. So if you guys ever come to Sedona, it's the Arabella. It's not expensive, and you get a lot for your money. Like, look at this view. It's right in the city. I mean, right in the town. Like, yeah, it's really, really affordable. So, yeah, so if you ever come to Sedona, right, I did. No, you don't want to use the Epsom salt in the whirlpool. Yeah, it's cold here. It is chilly here, right? Well, I'm allergic to the sun. I can't stay out in the sun. So, I mean, I'm showing you guys the pictures, but I can't stay out in the sun too long. That's why I have my shades on, because my eyes will get burned even with the sun, just looking at the sun like that. I know it's a weird allergy, but is. Hold on, I'll turn the camera back around. So I put my glasses on. Yeah, it's a weird allergy that I have, but probably because of where I was before. Oh, are they? You have several friends? Yeah, so the vortex is is where they have ley lines crossing. Hold on just a second. Let me woo. The wind too. I'm not used to the wind either. Give me just a second. Let me try to, yeah, give me just a second. I'm going to lay this down for just a second. I'm sorry, you replayers, but I got to like fix my camera. Hold on. And I don't want you guys to be up in my face. No. So here we go. Let me fix this camera. Hopefully that will work. Hopefully. Yeah. So it's saying it's a very bad connection. Can you guys still see me or hear me? I'm going to try to move this around. Maybe it'll work here. Is that better? Can you guys see me? Okay. What happens to me in the sun? My organs start shutting down. Yeah, I'm really, really, really allergic. Right? I am. I'm enjoying because I get to work. This is the great thing about what I do is I get to work anywhere I want, right? Because I do it online. So I get to work anywhere I want, so I could be traveling and still working. And this is a great place to work in Sedona. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Good. I'm not pulling any cards right now. Hey, Mel. Yeah, it's not good. It really isn't good. So, but as soon as the sun starts going down, I can go outside like a vampire. So the vortex is where they have the ley lines, where you have your ley lines crossing. Thank you, thank you. So the vortex is where ley lines are crossing, which gives you like double energy. So there's like several vortexes in Sedona. So a lot of people like to come to those specific spots because it sort of boosts that energy, right? Thank you, Dina. So it sort of boosts that energy. So whatever you're doing, if you're trying to connect, right, like the vampire, if you're trying to connect to your energetic side, to the universe, to spirit, it's an easier spot for you to do. So like a medium, for me as a medium, I naturally do it. I naturally amplify. That's what a medium is. Naturally amplify. So you'll find if you're around me, you may get more psychic or more empathic or more of what you have. I'm a natural like antenna, I guess. But these vortexes are kind of even more so like that. Like they're even more. They hold a lot of energy, and you're welcome to go through that energy and have that energy go through you, right? So a lot of people come. It's a very, I'm kind of moving beyond. This is going to sound. I'm not ready. I don't know if I'm ready to say this, but it's more than spiritual. But it's a lot of spiritual and energetic people, those that are sort of connected to the other worlds and their higher self. It's a good place for that. A lot of people come here for that. And so, and it's such a beautiful place that a lot of people come here. So a lot of people will take hikes and go to the vortexes and sort of meditate. Yeah, I know it's just where I'm at. Probably where I'm at, I'm not sure, because it's doing the same thing that it does everywhere I'm at. So I think it's me. What do I mean when I say connect to spirit? So spirit is that whole energy. It's like a general term. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm cutting out. Sorry, guys. Is that better? Is that way better? Yeah. Yeah. So, spirit to me is a general term because it's like one and all. It's like one and all. And so, just like we have different aspects of ourselves from the whole, spirit has different aspects that come through as well. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So, I call spirit general because sometimes it's the being, sometimes it's your guide, sometimes it's my guide, sometimes it's another person's loved one, right? Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true. Anyway, so that's what I mean by spirit. It's a general term. Hi, how are you? Coming in 2018, if that spectacular new moon was a hint. Yes. Maybe the connection, not you, Cindy. I'm hoping that's what it is, but it kind of did this. So I will tell you that, so if you look here, I don't want to, so I'm looking at pictures here of the people that stayed here. And so, well, actually before here, this place wasn't here, but this is where they did a lot of filming movies. And so I was already locked out of my room twice. I've had like the cable go out. I've had like weird things happen already, but I am a medium, so that happens to me. And so I'm wondering if it's just me, if it's just spirit trying to connect to me. Sedona is beautiful. It's gorgeous, right? Thank you. Can you email yourself there? Right? Yeah, so because I have this energy around us, I mean, so I have a different understanding about energy, and energy is coming through the video. It's coming through the electricity. It's coming through us. So absolutely there's the connection there. So you guys can sort of take the energy from here where I'm at. You can sort of allow, so what you need to do is just allow it to come in. So just focus, take a deep breath, focus, and allow the energy to come in. Just allow it to come through you, right? You can sort of set your mindset, have your mindset and focus on the energy that's coming from Sedona, from where I'm at, coming, or you can have it come through me, and then just move into you, right? If you need my hands, you can have my hands go through there, right? Right. So absolutely you can take it in. So, yeah. So, well, thank you guys for coming, all right? Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I told you guys I was going to be doing a little bit of vlogging when it was the first experience with spirit. So are you asking me when when my first experience? So I was born this way. So I was born. Hello. Oh, you're in Arizona, Karen? Yeah, I love Arizona. I've lived in Sierra Vista before. So, yeah, that is off subject. So my first experience is I was born this way. So I was born seeing, hearing, having the veil, what I call the veil down. I had all connection all the time. It was a little confusing to me when I was a child. Yeah. But I thought everybody did it. I thought everybody was this way. I didn't know I was any different than anybody else. You're welcome. Right? Sometimes my days are boring. Well, okay, maybe not that many, but sometimes some people may think my day is boring. Hi, Long Beach. Yeah, I just left Cali. To your sons? Okay, good. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just read the last part. I'm sorry for his passing or for his loss. Yeah, so to me it wasn't any different, and it wasn't until I was chastised when I was younger that I realized that not everybody was like this. And so, You know, we all mediums kind of go through this, where they go through this like, okay, we're not going to say anything or do anything about it, but it doesn't go away. It's because it's who we are. Any updates? Yeah, so I really am going to be focusing on that in the next 4 months. I've got to get some more Concepts Create Reality, the channel. I got to get the other universal laws on there. And I have to decide which book I'm going to release. That's my problem, is I don't know which one to release. I know it's that Gemini thing, but I think it's just not time, because if it was time, it would be really clear, right? So as much, hey Maria, so as much as I want to like let it go and release it, it's just not time. You'll be in oh, you're in Prescott? It's Prescott. So it's so funny that people will look at that name and say Prescott, but it's Prescott. That's the way they pronounce it. So yeah, so I'll be leaving tomorrow, and I'll be on my way to New Mexico. So I don't know, I may end up at Roswell. I'm not really sure. You think you heard laughter when you said boring? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess it's boring. I mean, I think some people would think it was boring, my life, some of it, you know. Sometimes I wish I could just rest, but I don't know how to do that. Well, I guess I do know how to do that. It's just I love doing what I do. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Are you feeling better, Maria? I'm glad you're I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so I didn't want to stay on too long. I'm not going to really answer any questions. So this is the thing. So Saturn is going into Capricorn, and I'm trying to get the Aries out, but I want to show Aries their like houses and stuff. So I just want to make it, I wanted to be in a place where I could really do it well. So I'll be working on that. So I'll be doing Aries first and then Capricorn second, for the monthlies. I know they're taking longer, but I've been on the road too. So um, yeah, so that's kind of why they're taking longer. And, you know, I have a schedule too. So I see clients too. Are you talking about Maria, who hurt Maria? Nobody hurt. Maria won't let anybody hurt her. Hello, hello everyone. So I can't even see how many people are on here. My connection is really bad, I think. I just kind of wanted to show you guys. Yeah, that full moon was awesome last night. I was on the patio and I did the full moon release, you know? Right? Thank you, Josie. So I did the full moon release just like I taught you guys to do it. It was just so big and gorgeous. And it's going to be nice tonight again. So you guys will have to look at it, right? Anyway, so I'm going to get the Aries out. I have a couple clients to see. And then I'll get the Capricorn out for a week and a half. Yeah, it kind of depends on where Jupiter is too for everybody. So if your 12th house is activated, which means if you look at your transit on your horoscope, if you look at the transit, if you got planets being activated or your 12th house is like lit up, you could be feeling like that deep, like you could be getting messages through your dreams. Yeah, Capricorn can't stay still. That's true. That's true. That's why my late husband and I got along so well. Yeah, so Cappy's got a lot of stuff coming. I think all of us have a lot of stuff coming. A lot of us have a lot of stuff coming. I think all of us do, actually, because of Saturn actually changing signs. So Saturn doesn't change signs but every 29, 30 years, right? So you're welcome. So because it's changing into, it was in detriment in Sagittarius, so it didn't wreak as much havoc, what we would call wreaking havoc. You didn't feel like the full effects of Saturn in that area of your life because it was in detriment, which means it wasn't fully potent. It's still a big planet. It still has a lot of energy. But Sagittarius being so optimistic and wanting to learn anyway and having that childlike kind of thing going on, it did better. Like, that's where we had the energy to work through stuff and look through stuff. But now that it's going into Capricorn, That area of your life is going to get serious for some of you, and it's going to feel restricted at first. But that's because that's the growth that Saturn wants you to do. That's the growth that Saturn wants you to take responsibility, understand, take notice, take a stand, grow in that part of area of your life. And when you do, you'll feel better. But it's going to be organization and some delays. Yeah. So again, when you're looking at Capricorn moon, that's going to be the emotional part of you. That's going to be the way that you see the world. But when I'm talking about like in the monthly readings, I want you to look at it from all points of view. But the ascending or the rising is where those faded things come, those things that are supposed to come, those things that you didn't even know of, those things from past lives or the reasons that you came here. That's when I'm looking at that. When you're looking at it from your sun, that's like the conscious free will. That's like I see what's coming and I make a decision about it, right? Yeah. My dreams are all over the place. Why? I'm not sure why. Why? I mean, like I said, your 12th house could be activated. Your first house could be activated. Yeah, so in the beginning, so let me just say this for all of us. When Saturn goes into Capricorn, whatever house that's in our chart, we're going to feel restricted in the beginning. Now, I will say this about Capricorn, because it was in their 12th house. They were feeling like they needed to change for the last 2.5, 3 years, and they were working on it, because that's what Cappies do. They work, right? And they were working on it, but things were getting delayed, and things weren't working, and things weren't working out, and they were working and working and working. So now that when it leaves Sagittarius, as it's leaving Sagittarius, that's where you're getting all that hard work that you did. That's where you're getting those gifts that are coming in. That's where Saturn is blessing you with those gifts. Now, as you move into your first house from your 12th house, now it's moving into your first house in Capricorn. That means that you're not going to feel that restricted. What you might feel is you might feel like you want to be isolated for just a little bit. You might feel a little bit more introverted, and you might feel like all of a sudden your focus is turned to yourself, like I need to work out, or I need to eat better, or so like your physical stuff, right? Like your physical stuff. Because remember, Saturn is that planet that's just out of reach, which means, thank you so much, which means it shows you the possibilities of your physical reality, right? So, you know that, like for some of you, let's talk about manifestation. So let's just say, I want $10,000, right? So everybody knows that $10,000, that's like a number that is attainable, but it's just out of reach, right? But it is attainable. And I'd have to do some work, and I really have to think about how I'm going to do it, but it is attainable, right? Or let's just even say $1,000, right? It's like that's Saturn. It's like it's there, but it's just out of reach. But Saturn wants you to make those things a reality, a physical reality, okay? That's what Saturn wants you to do. So whatever house it's going to be in for you, it causes you to start looking at that area of your life and seeing the possibilities and making them physical reality, okay? So at first it feels restricted, right? It's like that $1,000. You're like, I know I can do it, but gosh, how do I do that? Or what do I do? You'll feel a little restricted, but then you start to like get inspiration and things start coming to you and you're getting in the flow, and then all of a sudden you're seeing things and somebody gives you an offer, and then you're vibrating at a different frequency, and then like attracts like, and something comes in, and it is the phase of time, right? So that's kind of what happens when Saturn when Saturn moves into that area of your life, whatever house that's in, right, for you. But what I'm going to do, so what I'm also going to do, this is what's taking me a little bit longer too, is when I tell you each one of your signs, when I tell you what house it's going in for you, I'm also going to tell you what it's aspecting. So aspecting in astrology means as Saturn's in this planet, it's like looking over there, looking over there, looking over there, and it's having conversations, right? It's having like, it's looking at that house and it's saying, all right, what are you doing over there? And what are you doing over there? And what are you doing over there? That's what I mean by aspecting. So even if it sits in the, so like for Aries, it's going to be sitting in, it's going to be sitting in the 10th house. So it's going to be looking at its first house. It's going to be looking at the first house. No, it's in the 9th house right now, right? But it's going to be moving into the 10th house. Now, when it moves into the 10th house, Aries, it's going to look at your first house, it's going to look at your 4th house, and it's going to look at your 7th house, right? And so that's what I'm also going to put in that monthly. So and I know that the last time I did monthlies where I had to do all these aspects, it was like a 45-minute or an hour video, and people didn't like that. So I'm trying to decide whether to break it up or not, but because it's a lot of information. But anyway, that's what I'll be showing you. I'll be showing you not only what house it's going to go in, but where it's going to be aspecting, what it's going to be looking at, and what are you going to be doing about that. So all of those things come together and you move forward, right? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You're trying your natal, yeah, and you're honest too. We've got so many things going on right now, but I just want to stay focused on like Capricorn being the big thing, because we can get really overwhelmed with all the other stuff. And so there's plenty of other they're really good astrologers on YouTube, really good astrologers on YouTube. So there are plenty of other astrologers that will cover all of it. I more want to, when I explain something, I want you to really learn it. So I like to like take one area and show you, right? And then I'll put the tarot in, which I'm always being guided by spirit. I'm always being guided by them. So yeah, so if you're going to watch my monthly videos, the best thing to do, is go to astrocafe.com, put in your natal birth chart, and see what your ascending is, see what your rising is, see what your first house is, okay? When you do that, then you can look at that video. You can look at that video. So if you're like my rising, so my sun is Gemini, but my rising is, or my ascending is Aquarius, and I'm 29 degrees, 29 and something in Aquarius. So even though my sun is Gemini, I look a lot of Aquarian, I act a lot of Aquarian, like I'm because that's your first house, right? That's your identity here in this world. People see me as an Aquarian. They can see Gemini in me too, but I only have like 7 degrees Gemini and like, I think it's 9 or 12. I can't remember Sagittarius moon, but I have a lot of aqua in me, a lot. So it helps when you're looking at your chart to say, okay, I'm a Cancer ascending. So let me look at this video that's a Cancer ascending. And then those are the fated things. Those are the divinely guided things, right? But you can also look at your sun and your moon from that perspective. So from that perspective, you can say, all right, I'm going to look at, say so I'm going to go to Sun Gemini. So I'm going to go to Gemini. I'm going to be like, okay, so these things are possibilities because it's my consciousness. It's my free will. And then I'm going to say, all right, from my Gemini side, I have choices. I have these things, I have free will that I can make. And these things, if they come about, this is what I can choose to do, right? As my moon, I'm going to look at the Sagittarius and say, all right, this is how I'm going to react. This is how I'm going to react to the world. This is how I'm looking at things. This is how. And so all of it kind of goes together. But the ascending is all that stuff that you didn't even know was coming. That's coming. So, right? So you can go to, I say astrocafe.com. And the reason I say that is because they're really good at giving it to you in layman's terms. They're really good at giving it to you even if you're not an astrologer or know nothing about astrology. So that's why I like that one for people that are beginners. Or, I mean, there's so many websites, but I would use that one for if you just want it. Yeah, and you can create, it's all free. If you just want to like look in to see what your ascending is and what your moon is and what your sun is. And then your Venus is the way you handle relationships. Your Venus is that way. So, I mean, I'm going to do a series with the signs, and then we got to go to the planets, and then we got to go through the houses, and then we got to do the aspects. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm not going to take too much more time. I just wanted to say hello. It's been 30 minutes. But I just wanted to let you guys know I was in Sedona and that I'm working on those things, and I will see you guys soon. Okay? Bye. I'll wait till you guys because I know it takes like a minute. Thank you guys for giving me all the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. So thank you, my replayers, for watching. I am going to have a wonderful time. I'm already having a wonderful time. So I'm going to do a little bit more work and then I get to go eat. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. I so am thankful for you. I love each and every one of you. I love you, love you, love you. So I am. Thank you guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye. The rising moon. I think I do have a video where I explained it. It's in one of the intros of the videos, but I can't remember which one. Bye.